Keselowski by. Maybe a little strategy there by the 3 car. Dillon is drafting behind Keselowski. He's just close enough to pick up a whiff. Could that help him?
It's probably not close enough that it'll affect the handling, but you're right. I mean, you look at him going down the back straightaway right now, running wide open. I do believe he's picked up a little bit of a draft, Michael.
You can see there the distance between the 2 cars. He can keep it tucked to the bottom. Maybe that's the difference he needs.
You know, that 3 car of Ty Dillon, I was told this morning they built that car in a week. They worked all weekend long last weekend trying to bring the best of everything they've had here out to Texas.
Dillon was quicker than Keselowski, so perhaps he was getting a draft, but a moot point now because Eric Jones goes to the top in front of Kyle Larson.
That worked for a hot second. It seemed like the way to go, but that 20 car of Eric Jones, see that young man there cooling down and coasting to the pits, 28.71.
But I think what that 28.71 tells us is in round 2, having to go around Ryan Sieg definitely hurt that 20 car because he picked up even from round 2.
Brennan Poole on track, saw Ryan Reed, who did an outstanding job to advance to our final round of qualifying, and here comes Kyle Busch.
We'll see how much Eric Jones was able to pick up in this round versus Kyle Busch. Kyle had the fast time in round 2.
And I'll say it one more time. Joe Gibbs Racing, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch have started 1, 2, 3 in the last 4 Xfinity Series races.
Kyle Busch was in the red until he got up on the back straightaway. It's like he carried nice speed on the late exit of turn 2.
He has got a strong lap going here. Kyle Busch put him to the top in front of Eric Jones, 28.65.
He slowed down a little bit from round 2, but faster than round 1, which tells me he saved that little bit.
Yeah.
Poole goes to 4th. Austin Dillon is 6th. And here comes Suarez, 10th of a second off of Kyle Busch, but he's 3rd, and they're 1, 2, 3 again, with 3 cars remaining to go out and less than 2 minutes remaining in our final round.
Brandon Jones, about 2 to 3 100ths off of Kyle Busch right now.
Larry, we've seen some dominance in the Xfinity Series, but we've never seen anything like this. These 3 cars dominating qualifying like never before.
Well, and right now we have the 2 Chip Ganassi Chevrolet drivers 4th and 5th, 2 of the RCR drivers 6th, 7th, and 9th, and then 2 Fords 8th and 10th.
Dale Jr. just squeaked into round 3. He was 11th in our second round, and that's where he is here in our final round with 1 minute to go. Jeff Burton back to the line. And actually, he's just now taken the green flag. He'll start his lap off into turn 1. See where he slots in. The 12th and final driver to take time here in round 3.
And nobody else will even attempt it because we're well under a minute, so it's going to be Jeff Burton, or it's going to be 1, 2, 3 for Joe Gibbs Racing again with those Toyotas.
I'll put my money on the 1, 2, 3.
I believe I'm going to stand in line with you.
1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, sideways off turn 4.
Good effort to advance to the final round for Jeff Burton, but unable to climb the pylon. He will start 12th tonight, 36.